Welcome back to the Real Estate News. With me now is Geri Colucci with Equitable Property Management. Welcome, Geri.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I couldn't be more excited about the conversation that we're about to have, because it's an odd thing that is very close to my heart, but we're talking about insurance, and I'm a total insurance freak. I love insurance. I have more insurance than I could ever need. For every possible scenario, but and I'm saying that with humor, but tell us, in your business, insurance is vital.
It is vital, and ironically, today is September 10th, and it's the peak of hurricane season for us.
Really?
And so it really hits home about having homeowners insurance if you have rental property.
Okay. Well, give us some examples of how specifically that would be so important.
Well, one of the things that has happened most recently is we have had very extreme rainy weather, and we have had 3 lightning strikes to our properties.
Oh, wow.
Causing garage door openers to fail, TVs to nearly explode. We have had outlets where the outlet is down by the floor and it has cracked the wood.
Okay.
These are all very dramatic and don't happen often, but it really highlights the necessity to have homeowners insurance, especially with a rental property. Because even though a tenant may get renter's insurance, the renter's insurance only covers their personal possessions. So if there's a roof leak or a lightning strike and something ruins their possessions, our owners aren't responsible to replace them. Okay. But all the other damage caused to the house, the electrical system, the air conditioning system, is the responsibility of the owner. Okay. And if they have insurance, they can make a claim against their insurance.
Now, another thing that you mentioned when we were talking at the break is, which I thought was something very interesting, if it's a furnished rental home. So if I'm the owner and my property is furnished, then it makes really no difference whether they have renter's insurance, because those are my possessions, right?
It is true. The homeowner is responsible for the property and its possessions. So if you're renting it furnished, then that needs to be covered under the owner's homeowner insurance.
Because that would matter.
And it really does matter. Now, of course, if there's tenant neglect or tenant misuse, then the tenant's responsible to replace a coffee table or replace a vase. Sure. But for the most part, let's talk about a lightning strike. If a TV gets hit, that's the owner responsibility in a furnished rental property. So it's very important that owners take insurance very seriously. Whether you have a mortgage or no mortgage, it's important that you have some kind of safety net in case we have a lightning strike, or if you have a multifamily dwelling and you have a condo in it, in case the lady upstairs, the sink overflows or the toilet overflows. Or a bathtub. That affects your unit, and you're responsible for the repairs in your own unit.
Well, and also, so I mean, I know for me, one of the things that insurance gives me comfort for is like your big ticket items, so if there's a fire, or tell us about like leaks, or if you have a crazy plumbing issue where your whole house gets flooded.
And there are big ticket items, especially the major items in your house are heating and air, which can cost between $5,000 and $20,000 to replace, depending on the system. And one lightning strike can completely destroy your air conditioning.
Oh, wow.
It can ruin the thermostat on your hot water tank.
Right.
It can stop your garage door opener from working. I mean, these expenses really add up. And if you have a $500 or $1,000 deductible on your insurance, then everything else is going to be covered. And we work very closely with insurance companies. So if there's damage, we take pictures, we give very good narratives about the damage, and the vendors that we work with support us in this effort, where when they give us a bill, they'll itemize and make the statement that this was caused by a lightning strike, by an overflow from another unit.
Well, and I think it's good that you pointed that out, because I think when someone's looking at the pros and cons of using a rental management company, that's not something you would think about, that, oh wow, they're pros at helping me if I do have a claim, which over the years you're likely to have one or two.
Yes.
That you've got someone, an expert, so to speak, to take care of that for them.
It's true. And we've had a lot of that lately.
Well, and I think it's also important to point out, tell them what we were talking about at the break about the beauty of insurance is what?
The beauty of insurance, it's a safety net. It really is, and it protects you. You may think, well, this isn't going to happen, but all it takes is one disaster.
That's right. So send a check and put the stamp on it and do it with a smile.
And send it to your insurance company. Right. Exactly.
Geri, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
And thank you for watching. I'm Jenny Lockhart, and join us next time for your Real Estate News.